Well, that was fast. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Good morning. Not much, man. Just looking to continue this game. Been playing so much Sekiro, I haven't gotten to playing this at all. You're still sick? You're still sick? Dude, have you been sick for like months now? Jeez. That's a lot of weeks. Just preparing real quick. I'll get started soon. Hold on. Hold on. Something happened with Desmumi. Desmumi's like fucked up right now. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what. Let me just like. Yeah, what? Hold on. It's not supposed to look like that. Hold on. Dark says you need an adult? What's going on, man? Wait, what do you need an adult for? I'm an adult. LCD layout. I am so confused. Hold on. No. Wait, is that gonna work? Hold on. Did I do it? I went to... You went to what? You went to watch me, but I had a notification on Twitch. Checked out, someone gifted you a month sub to Fakey Snakey. People just gift subs like that, huh? I don't really watch other people's streams, that's the thing. By the way, guys, is the audio, like, good? Like, can you hear me as well as you hear the music, or... I don't want to turn myself up too much, because, like, when I was streaming Sekiro, I was, like, screaming and yelling, and, like, I didn't want to hurt your guys' ears. Yeah, I forgot they exist, too. I don't watch other streamers, to be honest. You can hear the music, okay. You can hear me good, I assume? Like, better than the music, or... Oh, so this does look good. Hold on, let me... I just gotta fuck with this for a little bit. I apologize. Technical difficulties. Nice. Alright. Well, Let's do this. Man. I need a little bit of a recap here. Edgeworth is back. Is this where we started? Yeah, that's probably true, honestly. I probably should start watching other people, but let's see. The thing is, it's really hard to entertain me. Like, it's really hard for me to watch other people, but like, I'll do it if like they're my friend, you know what I mean? Like, I'll watch you, but like, I don't know. Unless it's like a scripted video, I don't know. Anyway, is this where we left off? I think this is where. Hold on, let me just be positive. Wow, that's not where we left off at all. Hold on, where? What? Hold on. Let me just see where we left off. I am so confused. Because, like, everything in Des movie got fucked up. You save stated because you had to go so... Yeah, you're right. I did. I save stated. Was it here? No. It was definitely not there. And it was definitely not there. Yeah, no, I think it is here. No, but like all my settings got fucked up at Desmumi. I don't know why. Hold on. Where's hotkey configuration? Increase speed F, decrease speed G. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yep. All right. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel hallway. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matters of the secret Mr. Corda held about Mr. Onguard. Miss Andrews' real intentions, these are two things I must note tonight. But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Alright. Well, we came up here. I think we have to go back to these rooms now. Okay. What the fuck? Old bag. Hey, wait! What is it, Whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. Hey, we need that. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care, but the request came from Edgy Poo, so... Edgeworth. And he said, if you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Gee, thanks a bundle, Edgeworth. What a pal you are. This is absolutely top secret, so you'd better keep to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of those presents. Very interesting. I wonder who found that. I'm sure it was, you know... It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews? But I'm sure she must have had some reasons for getting close to Mr. Corda. I'll let you in on another secret, youngin'. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, puffy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. spying on people by yourself, as if I wouldn't want to see for myself too. Wow, the alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet it's nothing good. But I didn't say anything. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, they were something of a refreshing pair, these two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know. That manager, the woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Yeah, really. Oh, you're talking about Miss Impacts. Miss Andrew's mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That's Celeste's girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Corda? Really, you young kids say don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after the marriage announcement? What in the fuck? Why would Miss Impacts want to kill herself? She was gonna get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? But they were gonna get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. That's fucked up. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did he do that? What the fuck? That's fucked. That is fucked. That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. Something tells me she's not lying about this. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager Celeste killed herself. How terrible. I wonder what happened between those two. I don't think she... don't think she killed herself, man. Somebody killed her. It doesn't... No shot. Can we present this? I don't have anything to say to delinquents like you. She's claiming up like the old claim she is. At least anything would be helpful. Well then, how about I tell you my measurements? No, that's okay. Really. She really doesn't like you, does she, Mr. Nick? I know. Alright, let's get out of here. It's never a dull moment with that lady. March 22nd, Gatewater Hotel lobby. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Alright. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. I don't think anything's here. It feels sort of tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. Mr. Onguyn's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally just found the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. Decisive witness? You mean for Mr. Onguyn's case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now? Who is this witness? I think you'd know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Nick? Between the kidnapper's demand and now this? I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah, Mr. Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. I've already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Go talk to your heart's content. Sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Detention Center Visitors Room. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Ongard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? I want to hear Miss Andrews. I don't trust Matt Ongard completely. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour. There are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Mr. Court I had on Mr. Ongard. I'd like to ask you about Matt Ongard, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Ongard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? Why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. Really? About Celeste Impacts. I had finally put her death behind me, and now thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. I'm sorry. Jeez. It's not like I have a choice here. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide, and it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it. You wanted to burn it? But why? I didn't want it to spread just like any other piece of gossip. Yeah, that makes sense. But I never held any murderous intent toward Juan. I would never do something so stupid. Suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Mr. Ongard? That's simple, because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right? I'm not so sure about that, dude. We've been figuring it out ourselves. Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Yeah. Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did. Revenge. Yeah, go figure. Huh? Did you say something just now? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's only one? A cyclock, huh? Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. But I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say revenge. Okay, well, I don't know if we're ready to do her cyclock yet, but I might as well check. Alright. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ongard for the murder? I've already told you countless times it's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ongard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Something or someone. Something tells me she knows about this card more than we're letting on. Something that would make her take revenge. Or someone. Well... I think it's the picture card. No? Someone in her past. Well, I don't think this person would be in her past. Know nothing about the card yet, so we don't know if that's related to wanting revenge. Well, obviously the D-Killer guy is part of, like, an organization of assassins that wrote that card. That's all we know, according to Edgeworth. But I would assume he's telling the truth here. Someone that would make her take revenge, well, obviously her then. Celeste? There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even take revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Arngard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me this relationship between Celeste and Matt? How could they be related? What could... I don't think we have it yet, do we? Relation between Celeste and Matt? I don't think we're ready for that yet. Do we have what we need? Or, I don't know. No, I'm actually asking, like, can we finish this right now, or? So I don't know if I have... Okay, no, I can't. Go figure. So I just don't know anything about that. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, Mr. Wright, please, you have to help me. Uh-oh. Oh, what? Mr. Powers? What happened? Why are you here? You see, I roped into this somehow. I got roped into this somehow. What? What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. But all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest. And I was brought back here. Oh. They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess I could see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise to show for... Oh, you're on an exercise show for kids? Is that a crime? Oh my gosh. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? Oh, I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Ah, well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's me. Yeah, you got it. Mr. Dick. Mr. Maya and myself are your only two allies in this whole world, but it's alright. Ouch. I don't really have a whole lot of friends, do I? This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say it's just a game to justify himself. Yeah, that's... Oh my gosh. What? How horrible. That's unforgivable. Ow. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him. His manager, you know, this Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? Ah, you see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image? But aren't you part of that whole dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a whole lot of the other stars around me as things happen. Oh, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? I mean, Miss Impact's? We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But but there wasn't any actual proof that she left a note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. Something bad for Mr. Corda? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said it looks like I may have been caught by an insidious man. An insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Corda by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be the reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Miss Onguard and Miss Andrews, they're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get to the two of them to tell me everything. Alright. Is there something I can present to you? Hey, nobody knows anything about that card. Unfortunate. March 22nd, On-Guard Mansion living room. Looks like no one's around. What happened to that person with the stuffed teddy face? Oh, she must mean that butler with the stitches in his face. Yeah, I assume this isn't the place to go. Shoo! And there's the cat. Oh, there you are. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo? I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not. Yeah, we might as well go see him, huh? Where do we go here? Yeah, here. And then the detention center? No. We gotta go here, then detention center. Okay, yeah, I guess so, huh? Now then, whose story do I want to hear? I guess we gotta talk to On-Guard. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. Hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me and said that Juan Corda was killed by an assassin, and that assassin's client is this man, Matt On-Guard. What's wrong? Mr. On-Guard, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is? Please? Oh boy, here we go. Whoa! I knew this was coming. Mr. Nick? Don't tell me. A psych-lock. You said a secret, right? But you don't have any idea what it is, do you? Did you know about Mr. Corda and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. Ah, but I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care about Juan. I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Corda. Her mentor was Mr. Corda's manager. And Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? My treat. Mr. Nick? What is a pizza? Oh my gosh, no. Is it like a pea? Like green peas? Let's go eat one later, okay? My gosh. Pearl needs pizza in her life. Oh, I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay? Mr. On Guard. Are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? I know. Poor Pearl, man. Once we save Maya, we all gotta go get some pizza. That's for sure. Can we do On Guard right now or no? I assume we definitely can't. Like, that's a lot of shit. And yes, I'm actually asking. I'm just asking if we could do it. Now let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corda had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Look, Mr. Wright. I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Corda, especially on that night. Considering their rooms are across from each other. Hold on, that's not what I meant. I gotta think about this. What could prove that he was paying attention to Mr. Corda? Oh, I can't? Oh. Go to the office. You mean our office? March 22nd, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Nick, your phone. I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. Sounds kinda ominous. It's probably just your imagination. You should really pick it up, Mr. Nick. It could be important. Hello? Oh. We've got a big problem, pal. What's wrong? I'm on my way to your office right now. Oh, okay. Hey, wait a sec. Why is he coming here? It's terrible. I don't know what to say, pal. It's gonna be the end. Oh, I got here faster than I thought. Hey. No time to relax now, pal. I'm confused as anything here. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera. Huh? This quickly. And this bear is what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I figured out that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera. Wasn't that what Mr. Edgeworth had figured? Shh, Pearls. And, go on. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in the room? Matt Ongard. Huh? Matt Ongard, your client. That's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match to the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? The fact that he spent $3,800 on a fucking stuffed teddy bear. That guy has money coming out of his ass. Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Ongard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Ongard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Ongard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Credit card receipt added to the court record. So what about the spy camera we found? Oh, that was a dead end, pal. I mean, you could get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I could give these back to you for the file, or to file away into evidence. Alright, well. Thank you, Gumshoe. Spy camera, transmitter, and stuffed bear refiled into the court record. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Corda's room was Matt Ongard. Why? Why would Mr. Ongard do something like this? I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Corda in one of the rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you gonna see him? Mr. Ongard, I mean? Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. I'm scared myself, but I have to put it on a good face for Pearls. Matt Ongard, what in the world have you done? Oh boy. He's a bad guy after all. Let's go see. Let's go find out his secret now. I'm assuming we have what we need now. You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax, don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. Alright, man. Let's see what you're hiding from us. Matt's secret. Now let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Corda had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? Told you before, dude, I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay? Alright. Back to square one. Someone used this camera to secretly film Mr. Corda's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then sent the images the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was this camera you're talking about hidden? The spy camera was hidden in this bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? Mr. On Guard, don't you think this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Oh, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Mr. On Guard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's proof it was you who put the camera inside the bear. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. On Guard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to that department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time. Yeah, okay. A $3,800 toothbrush? Really? It's ivory and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway. The store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking at the stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you gonna do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Corda's room and filmed it in secret is... The reason? Well, obviously it would be to kill him. But what is his card? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly D. Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly D. Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. Matt on guard. I know why you know Mr. D. Killer. It's because you're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly D. Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Corda. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is You, Matt on guard. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought anyway. But Mr. On Guard, you really did hire? Hold on a sec, I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Oh my gosh. Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. What? It's... What the fuck? Well, shit. Well, how do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt On Guard. Our fucking client? Well done, Mr. Wright. Bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really? So you were Shelly D. Killer's client? You don't really think I would dirty my own hands to this, do you? Well, what do you mean? That woman, Adrian Anches, is quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Is that right, Mr. Lawyer? But you're lying. What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why? Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got this face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video's my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl? Ah, fuck. Why would you kill Mr. Corda? Because he was about to slink so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Corda had been able to give it, then Mr. On Guard's secret would have... Ah, well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it, really, but bit by bit it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Corda ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. But on a sweet, innocent face, people will swallow anything you feed them. Jeez. Adrian fell for it. The assassin, too. Oh, and how could I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me. Matt On Guard. Did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Corda, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was that D-Killer guy, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room. You killed Mr. Corda. I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad, you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. No, but we could give all of our evidence to fucking Edgeworth and tell him everything. But Mystic Maya, you wouldn't want a testy killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You. Scoundrel. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, the Squire, I think, I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Once said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya. Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now... Oh, you finally found it. What? The starting line of this case. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. March 22nd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Well, Wright, what are you going to do? If you plan on changing your defense? No. You can't do that. That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. But, Mr. Edgeworth... Right, so only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what the prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who is clearly a killer. Matt Ongard. That man is really... It doesn't matter who. Every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your clients up until now? He's kind of got a point. Well, that may be true, but that's because I believed my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on-guard an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought that I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone. That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Franziska von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict. For a man I clearly know to be guilty. Franziska, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you are mistaken. Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. Huh? I don't believe you. Are you saying that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Uh-oh. But Mr. Nick, the transceiver. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Oh, no. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you could obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Onguard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He's my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is called client relations, and it is part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to assure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did, but my name is D. Killer. Shelly D. Killer. You're Shelly D. Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a D killer, I always finish what I set out to do. You fail to keep up your end of the bargain. But Maya, it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap. Oh jeez, come on. The pearl right there. Now that I feel, excuse me. If someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. Mystic Maya, there. Wait, we heard the cat though. I don't know what to say. Edgeworth. Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission? Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat? It can't be. That cat, can it? What is it? I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage. Edgeworth, have all police units head for On-Guard Mansion immediately. Alright, you hurry over as well then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun. Yeah. Let's go save Maya. Wait, is it from here? March 22nd, On Guard Mansion living room. Maya! Please answer us, Mystic Maya. You have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. You and Mr. OnGuard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Korda? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here. Oh, I'm sure that's your shoe. Do you think that this came through that little door? The cat is the MVP of this case. This door is locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking down doors by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Ugh, there's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is OnGuard's private lounge. Look at this, Wright. An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. Check inside the desk. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape desk is empty. There's no tape to be found. Oh no. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. I bet 10 pearls would fit on here. I don't think 10 of me would fit, Mr. Nick. You've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. Oh, man. Yep, he got away with Maya. But Edgeworth seems like such a good guy now. This looks like a picture of Miss Impacts. With love, Celeste. Miss Impacts? You mean... Yes, Mr. Korda's former manager. Why would a picture of Miss Impacts be here in Mr. OnGuard's mansion? And why does it say, with love? This might be a clue. Well... What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame. What's so special about the frame? On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She left us a message. But what? I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You better get on guard at guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you. Ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. Oh, come on, man. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for the helpless Lunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. That's... jeez. Right. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. Yep. Jeez. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Adrian Andrews. Miss Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I hope Maya will be alright in the end, though. Man. Jeez, man. Why does it have to be Maya that always gets the fucking shit end of everything? I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, pros. It's time to open that last lock. Jeez. Poor Pearls. March 22nd, detention center visitors room. Oh, man. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Miss Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock. Psych lock? I want you to know, and you will tell me, your secret. Fine, go ahead, try to break me if you can. Why frame him? Where's the picture? Oh, there it is. Wait, what? Oh. That was a misinput. You calm the fuck down. Okay, so it's not the picture. Unless I just presented the complete wrong thing. Well, okay, well, I would assume... Right. Okay, well... I would assume... First, why she committed revenge. Because, well... Because... On Guard hired the guy to kill... Corda? Oh, well, yeah, obviously. Okay, so... I guess... Yeah, suicide report. Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. What does that have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. OnGuard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impacts and her suicide. Can you explain to me what this relationship between Celeste and Matt? Oh, yeah. Nah, don't worry about it. I knew, I just didn't know which piece of evidence it was. Is it the picture? Is it really just the picture? I'm gonna save state. No. Oh wait, no, not that. Sorry, no. I meant the actual picture. I meant the actual picture, not the card. This is a photo of Miss Impacts, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. What? With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impacts' handwriting, isn't it? Where did you find this? No, that's alright. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Onguard's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Corda didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Because of Mr. Onguard? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why, with love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. The scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. Jeez. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you could guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Corda have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Miss Impacts. That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge? There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. Ugh. Sorry. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. Jeez. And Andrew's is very, very complicated. She drew close to... She got with Juan because Juan dumped Celeste. But, like, he dumped her because Matt got involved and said something. Like, this is fucking... What? They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was gonna burn it. I'd even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. Jeez. And that's all I have to say. Oh, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation or with what I know now. Here we go, guys. The moment of truth. Ugh. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. What? Oh, jeez. I've had this dream before. Someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Oh, jeez. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. March 23rd, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Ugh. Now listen up. You better get on guard guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Phoenix. Mia. Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere. What? Another call? Ugh. Is that accursed on guard again? Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. Oh. You're really mean, pal. Oh, jeez. Hi, Gumshoe. I'm really sorry. Where are you? Then let me join the investigation team and work. Oh, poor guy. Give this man a hug, please. Tell him you're sorry. Oh, poor guy. We're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. Gumshoe. Until this trial is over. Until the verdict is handed down. We're gonna do everything we can to find the killer. And if we can get Maya out, then you can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got... Oh. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it our all. All we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. Cliché. Woo! It's the strongest weapon in the world and you have it in abundance. Yeah. Looks like we're coming in the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. March 23rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Alright, time to make this trial last as long as possible. I'm going for a while, man. We're going for a while. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ongard. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we've concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ongard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes. Juan Corda was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Ongard. What a surprising turn of events. Oh, this is not good. Edgeworth. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can, at least until Maya's safe and sound. I I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Oh boy. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. I love the judge, man. Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know. I did actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Mr. Onguard's room. Okay, sure. Visit to Matt's room. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his Nicholas Samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Onguard was speaking with is an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in for another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just gonna have to charge in head first, right? Oh boy. Visit to Matt's room. The defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of. And I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright. What is it? You're going to trick me to a corner, aren't you? Okay. Sure. Yeah, feel free to give me a hint. Just don't tell me the answer. I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. Oh, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness, I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Sorry. So you went to the defendant's room and then... Hey, wait a minute. And how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Are you sure that was Matt Onguard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room? At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. He does look cool in his superhero suit. It's such a shame that he was a killer, because I actually was liking him. But he turned out to be a fucking psycho the whole time. I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? But that's perfectly a normal thing to do. So how long did you watch the two of them? Not longer than a minute or two, I think. So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You, and Maya, and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. What was saying there? In front of his room, in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. First I thought it was this bellboy. This is a pretty fucking solid testimony. By myself to Matt's room. Hold on a minute. In his nickel samurai costume. So this must be obviously right before the murder, or it was when the murder took place. Right. Alright, Dark. Hope you enjoy it. I'll be here. You guys can go watch it if you want. I'm gonna continue. Like, I totally get it. It's gonna start very soon. Article from the tabloid Gossip Land. no. I don't know. What is... No, okay, maybe it's not the costume. Maybe that's not the right line. By myself to Matt's room. Matt was staying there, still in his costume. He was talking with someone. I thought it was the bellboy. It's the killer, though. It's the killer. Fuck, I can't fucking say it. Fuck. It is, though. That's who he is. To press more? Defendant's room, why did you go there? Oh, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? This right here. This has got to be the line. At first, what do you mean by that? I didn't think it was a normal bellboy. Why did you... Oh, he asks you why. How am I supposed to know? Wait a second. Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago you stated... you know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Oh, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Oh, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. It sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old gramps. Ahem, I hope you know what discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches. A line of stitches? Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head down to the bottom of his chin. Almost like the thread snapped all the stuff in his face. Oh, if the thread snapped all the stuff in his face, it comes spilling out. Ah! He was there, at Enguarde's house. He was that butler. What is it, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. So that means Enguarde was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Enguarde would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief. You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright? Huh? What did you just say, Your Honor? Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. Yeah, sure, I can ask about the tip. We're just going around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was a little too much, I think. A little too much? Would you please clarify for the courts about how much you would say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? Well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment. Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corda. Then the bellboy was the witness saw. Yes, he was the assassin. Well, hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley D. Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley D. Killer? He's the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley D. Killer. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir, right away. Witness testimony the second time. This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corda's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin. I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. D. Killer. Then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain us. To entertain and make us laugh. Ha 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 ha. This is no laughing matter. Cross-examination the second time. And what time was it? Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that time. You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all. But you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. Ugh. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of? The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, alright. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? So what exactly was out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange, wouldn't you? I agree that is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There is no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Ugh, Edgeworth. You're going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest room empty-handed. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. Right. Let me drink some water. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice in a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we could dodge the bullet on this one for now. Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Oh wait, whoops. Be very bad for us. But he really is the assassin, you know? Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, we're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one. Please, don't be so quick to judge. Ah, but it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief. Okay, need to go for the Nintendo Direct reactions. I'll be back in 40 minutes. Alright, man. You got it. Think of every person as a thief. Well, I guess a thief and an assassin are surely sneaky and silent. That's not the point, Phoenix. Alright. Weird for him to come out empty-handed. The wine glass. Mr. Powers? Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But isn't he really suspicious? You got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Well, there's also, I mean, about him being empty-handed. I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. Whoops. Did not mean to drop that. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corda's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now if you would look at what is on top of the table in this lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it's a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corda's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. Ah, but can you prove that Mr. Corda was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? I blame you for leading me down this route. Heh, I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say, empty-handed. I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy. He was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Ugh, boy does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, got to focus. I can't lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So what football is made of leather? They're saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather. But that man, He received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Ugh. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Witness testimony, their second meeting. After leaving Kwan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and sat, and then back to my seat. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room? Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we, Mr. Wright? Your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination, their second meeting. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I would stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye in a sort of sneaky spy-like. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. He gave something to the person inside the room. I said hold it. Okay. That's better. Ahem. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him one question at a time. He gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was this something? Ha ha ha. If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please, try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk of another point. Namely, what the bellboy did next. Okay. I apologize, guys. My game crashed. Like, my whole computer froze. I had to restart my computer. I don't know what that was about, but I have no idea what just happened. I apologize, fellas. Having some technical difficulties here. Okay. Let me just, put on some music until we get to square one. I apologize, fellas. Gave something to the person and left the room. And the old guy just left, not even going to the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Okay, so here we are, back to square one. To the person inside the room. Okay, so we're back at square one. So let's save state here. Oh my gosh, I'm really sorry, fellas. I don't know what the fuck happened. But the surprise that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please try to remember what it was. Yep, that's for one. Let's get this, we already did this. That guy just left without even going into the room. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Onguard's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall. Went in there and who knows where after that, right? I do. See anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. What? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Quan's door like some sort of stalker. I think we could forget about the alien. Oh, Mr. Powers' testimony just now was just as vague as his first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clear. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Ugh. Talk about a lose-lose situation. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. Yeah. So back to square one. Is that what you saw where you're busy spying? So who took this something? The bellboy hit it off. Well, actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? And you're saying you didn't see the person's face? Yeah. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... no. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. A statue? Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know. Looks like for this trial to proceed, you're going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix. Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that? What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up.
It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen if I show this.
Mr. Wright, you have something to say. Please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Oh, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Madame Guard's mansion. At the defendant's house. What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley D. Killer assassinated Juan Porta in his room, and then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. And the bear being found at Mr. Onguard's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Onguard is D. Killer's client. Order, order, order! I said order! Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it's clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. It has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There are still a few points that we've not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh? Well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. You gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of... What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, at least give us a good reason why. Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm... It was the Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear. You've gotta be kidding! Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Order, order! Looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person that took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt Onguard is the Nickel Samurai. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. What am I supposed to do now, Mia? Help! You don't have time to add to loss. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry! Your Honor! Again, Mr. Wright? You've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright. I have to find something. Even one more little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull?
think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright?
This was found at Mr. Onguard's mansion. However, Mr. Onguard was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home.
Oh,
I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Onguard who took this bear to the mansion.
why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Phew. Just ask her over to... Oh. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Onguard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. The killer and Onguard were working together, so to speak. The killer was hiding at the Onguard mansion as its butler.
What a bold move.
The bear figurine was brought back to Onguard mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Onguard had him do so. I assumed because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Is there anything I can attack at all?
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Onguard. I see no more reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will hand down my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor, for understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth.
Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I? What should I do?
Objection!
There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is a client of the assassin. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at Onguard Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client.
The real client?
Yes. Is this all you have?
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the real client of the killer and therefore the real murderer?
Who could, like, we're trying to lie right now. Like, I don't even know. We're just trying to prolong the trial for Maya.
Adrian Andrews?
Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt Ungard for the crime. By wearing a spared nickel samurai costume.
Ah. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw.
That could have very well have been Miss Andrews.
But what about Mr. Ungard?
If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period.
That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Ungard's mansion.
It was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this?
I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial? Come on, anyone can tell Ungard did it. I can't believe the defense goes so far to pin the guilt on someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty. It's a murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on.
Order, order, order. All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with this what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory.
Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear?
He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Ungard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor.
March 23rd, 11:54 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage, don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian.
I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick! Pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. What about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time. If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, gotta keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A 10. Huh? A 10? I could sense a circus tent. Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Very Big Circus. Maya is somewhere within a 300 feet radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map about 300 feet radius of the main tent. Hurry. And... I can see a mailbox under the window. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay, what else? What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building. Maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her, an old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish me luck. Good luck. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal? Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer.
Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, headed this to his claims. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real criminal. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. Oh, whoops. Save the game and suspend play? I did not know you could do that, but, sure, I could save. I mean, I gotta go back, though. From the save point, okay. However, you've been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have.
You've seen it before.
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? Alright. Why? Why does she? Witness testimony, the bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's just a small jewelry box by looking at it. So this figurine, it's a container of sorts, isn't it? Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Hold on.
Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all. Cross-examination, the bear figurine. A puzzle. That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
Sure enough. The people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you can take it apart? And how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn the tail to the right and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. It sucked ass, I'll keep being delusional. Yeah, I figured it would suck ass. There was nothing interesting that could be there, in my opinion. My gosh, the judge.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it. Hey guys.
So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart?
We have Adrian Andrews back on the stand and we're accusing her, even though she's not really the one that did it. Mia came and told Gumshoe where Maya is being held because Maya apparently called Mia over for a brief time. They showed off Sonic Superstars more, that's cool. Nothing really new though, huh? Anything new that we'd be interested in, or...? Super Mario RPG remake that looks cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. It's still neat nonetheless. I mean, I might not play it, but it still sounds cool. Or at least not anytime soon, that is. And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
And this was a present from you.
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan. So it was a present from Miss Andrews.
Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland. So I doubt there are many people with this same bear in this country.
It looks like it could be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get what was inside.
Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container jewelry box? I never actually told anyone. And as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? If they wanted to remake, they could easily have chosen a less big game. So it says, oh, by the way, Matt, there is a Detective Pikachu game, and Pikachu is voiced by Ichiban? Who? Who's Ichiban? Wait. Wait, you mean Ichibei? Ichiban. I don't know an Ichiban. I know Ichibei and Ichigo. Okay. Send me the name of the voice actor. If you know the voice actor, that is. You don't know? Damn. Nah, don't sweat it, dude. Well, I would assume it's Ichibei. I know Ichibei. Dude, it's not a big deal. Don't sweat it. Dude, relax, bro. It's not a big deal. I really could care less. Seriously. I'm curious as to who it is, but like I really do not care that much. It's fine. Dude, Fire Emblem fans? Really? Did you just say Fire Emblem fans don't win? Are you implying that they don't win? Dark. You know what? I'm pointing this out. There are way too many Fire Emblem characters in Smash. There's too many of them. Anyway, can we please move on from Fire Emblem? No, it's not about Smash. There's just... Listen, man. Before we move on, all I want to say, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Let's talk about this another time. Let's move on. Let's continue the game, shall we? The two of you, huh? And of course that means Mr. OnGuard didn't know, right? I think this is about all I'm going to get for now. Figurine updated in the court record. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is, this bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we have agreed to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? What's inside? That's right. What we are going to find out next. Witness. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Oh God, here we go. Dark, please, dude, come on. You gotta mature up, man. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? What is that? It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what it is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note. The suicide note? The suicide note. The The suicide note left by Juan Corda's former manager, Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts. But just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corda himself. It seems Celeste Impacts had very beautiful handwriting. And she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Oh boy. Oh man, Edgeworth is fucking us up right now. Oh, order! Witness, did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Because it had already been taken by the killer. Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least that's what I would think. Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of this note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang aloud and cleared through the dead, silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left to us a record of all that had happened to her. About being used, and then being thrown away by On Guard. About being engaged to Corda, then On Guard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided in her despair to end it all. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Onguard. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for the murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word. That On Guard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost. Dark. Dark. You gotta calm down, dude. It's Onguard's fault that this time he even went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that. How terrible. What a selfish person. I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too. There's no margin for doubt here. Mr. D. Killer's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bearer of this note inside was found at the defendant's house. It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. Ugh. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know, I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Dark, is today the day I'm banning you for good? Because I think I don't have a choice now. Really? You really want me to ban you today? Because I'll ban you today. I'll ban you right now. You better say something, or you're out of here. I'll give you like a minute to say something, and then you're getting banned. Got it? Better say something, man. I didn't want to do this. Seems I don't have a choice then. Yeah. Alright, Dark. You know, I honestly expected you to get your shit together, Dark. I fucking unbanned you, I let you come into the stream, only for you to fuck with everybody and myself even more. Honestly, I feel betrayed by you, dude. I feel betrayed by you. And even when we ask you to stop, you still don't fucking do it. And then you said that you wanted to fix things, and you're not. You're not. You're not taking accountability. You're not trying. You're just acting worse. So yeah, you're gone. See ya. Fuck's sake. I don't even want to continue anymore. At least let me take a break. I need a minute.
town. I can hear them all say, listen to the music, listen to the music, listen to the music, listen to the music,
This is from Jet Set Radio.
Sometimes it looks so mad. Guys in town, the guys in town, and everybody's talking about him.
Alright.
Won't you play the pep song to make me strong? You will say I will make it if I do. Take me to the power, get out of the corner, take me to the border. I will make it as they do. I can see them.
Hey man, it's a peak game. Anyway.
I can hear them all say, listen to the music, do. Listen to the music, do.
Yeah. Just, I don't even know if, like, I should continue, dude. I'm just, my mood is killed.
It's not a story in a magazine. Guys in town, they're hanging around, but you know they'll never let you down.
Yeah, but I think I gotta stop for today, dude.
Make it real. Won't you sing? I will make it if I do. Take me to the
Yeah, Trust me, I want to, but I'm not. Like, I'm not in a good mood right now. I don't think it's a good idea. All right, fellas. Well, whoever is still here, I'm really sorry that happened. I apologize for chat getting out of hand. I appreciate you all hanging out and stopping by. I'm gonna try the best I can to continue this next time. And yeah. I think I really do want to see what happens here, though. I really do. I mean, this is like a crazy situation. I'm really curious as to where this is gonna go. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks again for stopping by. Check out the YouTube channel if you have not. I'm working on another video. And I will catch you all next time. Peace out, fellas.